Hello, hello, friends. It is Friday, and we are here for Fridays with Filis Law Firm. Unfortunately, you will only be getting one of us Phyllis's this evening. Leona is super swamped at work. You know how lawyers are. They get busy. So it's just me winging it today. We'll see what happens. A reminder, everybody, I'm Lindy Filis. I am the founder of Family, Friends, and Duchenne. I am not an attorney. Nope, not me. My wonderful sister-in-law, Leona, is. But I just wanted to chat with y'all today as a parent of a child with special needs. And two of the super, super duper most important things that you can do from a legal perspective to help your child, basically. So, disclaimer. I usually read this, guys. The information that I'm sharing is not legal advice. You're not agreeing to an attorney-client sort of thing because I'm not an attorney. So I think we're all good. Yeah, y'all know the gist of it, right? Okay, so the two big things, guys, two big things. If you are a parent of a child, like if you're newly diagnosed or if your child is under 18, please sign up for the Medicaid waiver programs. This is the crux of it, guys. In order to be eligible for this, so the eligibility is dependent on your child's assets, not your household. So you could be, in theory, don't quote me on this, but you could be Bill Gates. And as long as his child didn't have over $2,000 in assets to his name, he would be eligible for help from the US government, if you live in the States, in order to be considered for these Medicaid waiver programs. There's a bunch of them. I don't know them. Leona knows them. What I do know is in Texas, we have some great programs that my son has actually been approved for. And things we get is access to Medicaid. So as a secondary insurance, we've got primary already, but as a secondary insurance for our son. And so that means we pay approximately this much for his medical fees, which is awesome because, I've been digging around a little bit of research, looking at some academic journals, and they estimate that over the course of an individual's lifetime with Duchenne, that it's $1 million in medical care, guys. $1 million. I don't have that much money hanging around in my couch, between the cushions. I don't even have it everywhere. Maybe I'll do. Maybe Bill Gates is watching this. But that's a heck of a lot of money. And if there's any way that our families can get assistance, great, let's take it, because heavens knows we've got so many other additional expenses besides just medical that we need to juggle. But in the programs my son is in, oh gosh, again, guys, I'm just going off the cusp here. I'm going to say it's Star Kids. I might have to come back and correct that, but we get super cool stuff. We get, like, besides the insurance, we get people paid for respite care. Yes, they don't get paid enough. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole live stream, but we get some. And so a lot of times extended family and friends will just come in. They would have helped anyway, but now they get a little extra, spending money. So we get that. We get a little bit of money for home modifications, which is awesome, in the budget. This was fantastic. A couple years ago in Houston, we had a really, really big freeze, and we were without electricity for, several days. And I'm learning that electricity is very, very important for an individual with Duchenne. And so we were able to get both a window unit and a portable generator that our Medicaid waiver program paid for so that he could have warmth and backup generator, and we've got electricity at our disposal if something like that ever happens again. So that's fantastic. Anyway, lots of really cool benefits that you want for your child and for your family, so you can figure out the financial and Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Okay, now the other thing that I want to talk about is the special needs trusts, because this is how you ensure that your child's assets are not going to exceed $2,000 in their entire life. And so whether you're 4 years old or whether you are 41 years old, you need a special needs trust because you're trying to preserve eligibility so that you can be eligible to get all of these benefits from the American government if you live in the States. And this is the thing. We hate to think about this, but anybody can pass at any time, right? Anybody. Accidents happen constantly. And if you're a parent and you've created your wills and you've put in the will, in the estate planning, you leave everything to your children, which is, a lot of times parents do that. If you leave that money to your child with Duchenne, they're automatically going to get kicked out of any sort of eligibility for these Medicaid waiver programs, like immediately. So not only does your child suddenly lose both parents, but whoever is taking over, the household, they have to navigate and figure out all of the medical stuff and all of the medical bills too. So it's just, strictly from a financial standpoint, it's not worth it to skip the special needs trust, because the expense is just astronomical and you don't have to go that way. So a special needs trust, gosh, I think Leona's quoted before around 2,500-ish in Houston. I know Houston, cheap city to live in, so I don't know if that varies dramatically across the states. But man, it is worth it. And do it like now, today, get started. I think on Leona's website, I'm gonna have to ask her. I think she's got a place where you can download forms and you can just start thinking about it. Like, just start thinking about it. You don't have to use Leona. She's only licensed like in Texas and North Dakota anyway. So, but just start thinking about it, because life doesn't care if you've got a child with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. You're just gonna go at any time and you don't know when, but you still want to set up your kids for the best care and the best life they can have, even if you're not here. So even from the minute you suspect a diagnosis, if you think you might be a carrier, if you've got Duchenne in your family, guys, just invest that $2,500, whatever it is, get that special needs trust set up. And again, this is for another Friday. You'll need to get everybody's wills updated. But the very, 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 very first step is get that special needs trust. Please, 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 please. As soon as possible. And if you're not already, get on the waiting list for the Medicaid waiver programs in your state. Because if you have a special needs trust, but you're not on the Medicaid waiver programs, that doesn't work either. So the two go hand in hand. Okay, guys, if anybody has any questions, I don't know that I can answer them, but Leona has a fantastic group on Facebook called the what are we? What is it called? Sorry, I'm looking at my notes, guys. Duchenne Legal Information for DMD Families. So feel free to plop any questions in that group. If anything I said was horribly confusing, my apologies. Leona will set you guys right, but I think I got most of it. But just put that high up on the to-do list. Don't let other things bury it like I elected for 5 or 6 years. Don't do that. Don't do that. If anybody has any questions, let me know, let Filis Law Firm know. And it's great hanging out with you guys. Thanks for bearing with me as I made things up as I went. Not all of it, not all of it. But great seeing y'all. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll chat with you later. Bye.